Hi Frank, what would you like to talk about today?
I would like to talk about my work. Stress.
Okay.
I've been having a lot of stress at work, losing some sleep at night, and I just need some help.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a project manager, and I got a lot of projects going on right now, and I'm kind of losing my sleep over the projects. I got too many going on, and I'm kind of worried about it.
And you say it's affecting your sleep. About how often would you say it affects your sleep?
Uh, 3 or 4 hours a night before.
That you're not sleeping?
Correct. Yeah.
Well, it's a common thing. We all have stress related to work, but once it starts affecting our sleep, it's kind of worrisome and could be an area of concern. I notice you tend to move your hands a lot like this when you start talking about the stress or the
Mhm.
sleep. What's going on there?
Well, it's just, I guess it's part of the stress.
And
You
this hand movement, you moving your hands around. What
know?
do
I guess I'm nervous or I don't know.
what would how does this make you feel? Is it you move your fingers a lot?
More of a relief, kind of pressure, less pressure on
So
my.
you're physically already relieving the pressure.
Yes.
All right, let's try to do that a little more exaggerated. How is that making you feel as you're doing it?
Well, if I do it exaggerated, it's more of a pain.
Of course.
Yes.
But initially, what does it make you feel? Does it bring you a little bit more?
Relief. Yes.
So it sounds like you're looking for relief from the stress.
Yes. That's why I'm here.
And outside of work, what do you tend to do?
Um, More of a. I like to go home and do yard work, do plants, and car wash kind of deal.
To some people,
Yeah.
that would sound like you're still working when you're not at work.
Yeah, but I feel a relief when I'm doing kind of yard work around the house, around the yard, planting plants or weed eating in the yard. Yeah, that relaxes. I feel kind of relaxed, less pressure,
Maybe
breathing fresh air in the backyard. Yeah,
so maybe because these tasks don't have to do with your job, it's more of you're home and you're
I feel
outside.
safe. Yes.
You feel safe. Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
And you mentioning that it affects your sleep.
I guess when I get in bed, I start thinking more of a workloads and what I'm gonna do the following day, the following morning, and it's just stressful dealing with different projects, different employees, and everything's under pressure on a time matter, and it's a lot of stress. But that's why when I go to bed, like I'm saying, it's more of a stress. Yeah.
And I'm seeing that now, even with your body language. When you mentioned that you get into bed and the thoughts keep coming back, you immediately put your leg up here and went back to the movement.
Yeah, and
So
when I lay in bed, I get up because I can't even lay down in bed. Or actually, I go make me some coffee or find something to do around the house so I can, I guess, not just think of the problems. Try to get away with not thinking too much of the stress.
so what we can work on is maybe thinking about an activity or maybe even a place where the stress isn't so present or so immediate, because it sounds like even in your home you're thinking about work.
Yes.
Do you have anywhere out of your home that you might not think about the stress as much?
Yeah, maybe if I do some fishing or some activities or jogging or exercise. That's a good idea.
Because it sounds like these feelings are very with your body.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to rest, it's getting in the way of your rest. When you're making coffee or getting up, it's because you're trying to get away from this stress and these feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right.
And even still, you're still very close to yourself.
Mm.
So I see you're very tense about it.
I am.
So
That's why I'm here visiting with you, trying to get an advice or some help. Mm.
Well, that's great that you know that you want help.
Definitely.
That's a step in the right direction.
That is correct. That's why I'm here to get an advice and help. Just I don't want to lose the whole sleep and maybe be sick or. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it sounds like a lot of your life revolves around your work.
Yeah, it is.
It's how you keep living. It's why it's so important to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also important that you rest so you can do the job you need to do to the best that you can.
I sure agree with that. That's why I'm here to talk to you, see if you can help me. Like I say, with an advice or recommend something or.
Well, I first wanted to recognize and make sure that you're on the same page with yourself when it comes to these body movements, recognizing how tense it's making you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that we see the importance of you wanting to make those steps to alleviate some of that stress.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like the fishing you mentioned, maybe a little bit more self-care, taking care of yourself. That's something that sounds like needs to be done. Maybe stepping out of that place of stress because you get home and you're still thinking about it.
That's a good idea.
So maybe making some time in your busy schedule to get out fishing, do some things you like to do because you need to recharge and be able to function in that role since it's so important.
That is correct. That's a good idea. I never thought of that. That would definitely help.
Well, I hope you can schedule some time in to do some of those things you like.
That's a great idea. Maybe I try that and see how it goes, and hopefully I don't have to visit you again.
Well, it's a process. If that's necessary, then we will continue. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. That sounds. I really appreciate your help. That's a great idea.
I'm
Or
glad you think
fishing,
so.
or exercise, or walk at the park, or.
There you go. You're already making a list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just gave me a good idea, and maybe that would help.
Maybe.
Well, I hope. Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
It was nice talking to you, Frank.
Well, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank